This is a Wednesday, April 27th, and took no trades today, zero trades. A lot of consolidation around the time that I got to the computer. I missed the early action, the early volatility because I was at work. Didn't really get home until about this area here. You can see where I'm pointing with the with the pen here. This gray arrow was a sort of a practice trade or just an idea. Just curious where price would go. I felt like price would end right at this gray line. This gray line was a support resistance line that I made the other day based on historical price levels. And I just wanted to see what would happen if I took a trade there. Price did retreat, kind of held at this area here. You can see this was a support area based on price action. You can see how the candles found a base here. And sure enough, price did find a base here, but it didn't go any further. So I was examining support and resistance areas from the past. You can see here that at this gray line, price did hit resistance. This was early in the session. You can't tell, you really can't tell from this dashed line, this dashed vertical line, but that is the start of the early morning trading day. Looking down here, you'll see 4 a.m. as the beginning of the early morning session. But this dash vertical line was the start of the trading day. And at that point, this previous line from the past did act as resistance all the way across. Even here with my EMA hitting it and price hitting it, EMA hitting it again. So in any event, I didn't take any trades early. There was a lot of consolidation, a lot of up and down here. Very hard to trade that, nearly impossible. When you have no real movement, just a lot of chaos between buyers and sellers. So I went to bed, got some rest, slept most of the afternoon. There was a little action here, but it came back into the consolidation area and just hung there, and hung there until this area here, around 2:30, where price did drop. Again, we are trading TQ. Price dropped down here to where it was earlier in the day. Let's zoom out here. Got down in here. Now, I was at the computer at this point, and I was considering taking a trade here. I was thinking about 1,000 shares. I still have it dialed in. I was thinking 1,000 shares in here. Actually, it was right here at, let's see, would have been around 335 in the 335 candle. And I would have had a scalp opportunity here that would have netted a decent profit. Price did come back down. However, it took off from there. But it took off following my purple vertical line there, it took off at the close. In other words, price was suppressed until 4 o'clock hit. Then after hours, just blew up. Went to not the highs of the day, but certainly was in the higher levels of the day. And that goes to show you how the cash session differs from the aftermarket session. And but I took no trades. Spent most of the afternoon. Well, when I got to the computer, it was mostly consolidation, untradeable areas, and then went to bed and essentially missed all of the action. The action actually was just essentially this drop here, which would have been playable through the SQs, and then just a ton of consolidation. Although I did pick the bottom here, but did not take the trade. And that is, unfortunately, that is about what happens when you don't trust your gut and hesitate.